Hi, we just got done with a meeting with our website agency, and we just want to talk to you about the importance of a website today. A lot of you need to learn how to take time away from your practice to actually work on the business. So what do we talk about today in our website meeting?
Well, before I say, when was the last time that you even looked at your website like a consumer would? And does your website say what you want it to say about the experience in your office? So those are good questions to start with. And secondly, is your website mobile friendly? You know, people looking at websites are looking on their phone. You have to decide, is your website just a digital brochure, or does it actually have content? Will people, when they search for it, will they find the content in your website? And most of the things that we write in the website, I realize people won't read, but it is for SEO purposes.
Yeah, so we actually blog about 2 to 3 times a month. Dr. Brill and myself, I write most of the optical content. He writes a lot of the clinical things. And we're doing it not so necessarily so consumers read it, but so the Google bots will read the SEO features of it.
And I'd say that most people think a blog is like 3 sentences. I'm really trying for about 3,000 words. Those are called long form blogs. And they have meaning and they have content in them. And that's what's going to bring you up to the top in terms of search engine optimization and your relevance. Google looks for relevance and how often you actually post and create original content.
Yeah,
don't steal this stuff from somebody else either.
Yeah, so the Google bots crawl it. Don't just go onto like the Vision Council's website or any of those other things and jack it, because it's not original. It needs to be in your voice and your tone. And then with blogs, you also can link all the blogs to each other, because Google is tracking how much time you're spending on the page, and it ranks you higher if you spend more time.
Have fun with it. So people like to look at things that are fun.
So next we want to talk about, how do you know if your website's a good website? Just because it's aesthetically pleasing does not mean it's going to be a great conversion-based website. And what we mean by conversion-based is we want people to go to your Eyecare website and then come into your practice because they saw something on there. And that would be a conversion.
Yeah, I would just guard against going to your usual website company at a conference and they say, we'll have it ready for you in 3 days. If they say that, you know it's not a real website, it's just a digital page. So you have to have thinking about it. First you create something called a sitemap, which is kind of an outline, and that works into a wireframe, which is a deeper outline. And then based on that wireframe, then you gotta start writing the content.
Yeah.
We're about to release a new website here, but we're just writing 27 pages of content, which is a lot of work.
Yeah, and don't just take stock photography for your website. You need to have a photo shoot. You need to have original video. You have to make it your own brand. I mean, I know you just think we're eye doctors and opticians, but we actually have voices and we have personalities, and people want to see that. How else are you going to compete with e-commerce if you don't put yourself out there in your brand?
All right, I do want to talk about budgeting. So we all want to get the best website, bang for our buck. So think about, how do patients find us? Yes, word of mouth is the best, but the new word of mouth is really rankings. And rankings are derived by all sorts of sources, but let's just talk about Google rankings. So nowadays, if somebody's looking for a restaurant, they trust all sorts of strangers to say, was it good or not? And this used to be in a little community. People would develop their business reputation by asking other folks. So now that is Google rankings. So you have to think, how do you get that? You get that by content development, and you have to have a budget because you're going to be considering your social media presence also. And in a genuine sense, not just, I put it out there and made it up.
Yeah, and as far as content goes and being genuine, that comes over a long term. We've spent a lot of time building our brand. We're online a lot, and you have to put your head down and dedicate yourself to developing the content. A big part of getting that Google ranking up is what my dad, Dr. Brill, has done really well over the past 10, 15 years, is working on his Google reviews. And a lot of you think, how do I get Google reviews? What do you do?
Well, we ask them for it when they tell us, hey, I love this. You guys are so concerned. This was a great experience.
Exactly.
We hope that they don't get shy and not want to write one, but probably about 1 in 100 of people that promise they're going to write a review actually write a review.
Yeah. So the key word is, you ask the patient. When you're in the exam room, when you're in the optical and you know they had a fabulous experience, ask them. Your true fans will be happy to help you. So those are our marketing pearls, website pearls of the day. And
try this. It works over a long period of time. It does not work over a short period of time. And even if you're developing a website, it might take a year or a little bit longer to develop a really kick-butt website, and one that will produce for you and stand the test of time. So it's an investment of time, energy, and money.
Yep, you don't want to make a website and then in 2 years say, oh, we need to scrap this to build another one. Build something with longevity. So get your marketing game plan up. See ya.
Okay.